we are going to talk about the chanting that we had. This is the Ratana-sutta. Ratana-sutta, it's in the page, actually it's the beginning, it's Ratana-sutta itself starting on the 27 bracket, page 45. The 26, bracket 26 is something like the commentary story or something like this. I will talk about it. I will mention it. But the sutta itself, it's part, actually this is only part of the sutta. It's mentioned on the 27 bracket. This story have some kind of, before the sutta, there is kind of story behind it, or before this, from the commentary. In the sutta itself, it's not mentioned. In the 26, it's a little bit mentioned, some story about it. I will tell the story. First, I will explain what the meaning of Ratana, the Ratana-sutta. Ratana, it's in diamond, jewel. Okay, treasure, something which is very, very difficult to find. And in the Sutta of 26, if you see, it's written, Cha Ratana Parita Gata. What the meaning of this word? Cha, it means number 6. Okay. Ratana, I say it's a diamond, jewel, treasure. Arita, it's protection. Okay. To protect, something that protect. And Gata, it means verses. It means verses which is protecting. We are using the jewel. Jewel is normally connect to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. We have 3 jewels. Okay, 3 Ratana. Okay, and what is there, what we are using here, or what the Buddha used here, we use the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha as a jewel, and use the right speech to protect the city, which I will tell the story now. Okay, now you say cha. Cha, it means 6. Okay, 6 verses, 6 things that the Buddha used them. But actually, in the origin story, it's about 12. Here, there is in the chanting book, it's mentioned only 6. I will talk about the 12, all the 12. Okay, and beside these 12 verses, which is the protected itself, there is also some 2 verses which is beginning and 3 verses at the end. Okay, so altogether it's come to be like 19 verses in the sutta, in the origin sutta. But here in the chanting book, it's mentioned only 6, which is the Buddha used to protect the country, the city. Okay. So this is about the meaning of the Cha Ratana Parita Gata. It means the 6 verses for the protecting, for protection. This sutta is taken from Sutta Nipata. Okay, Sutta Nipata 2.1. If anyone is interested to see, it's 2.1 Sutta Nipata. And the meaning of the Sutta Nipata, it's mean Nipata, it's mean collections or group. So it's mean collection of discourses. This is the meaning, and there is different suttas, so it's 2.1. Okay. What the story behind this sutta that we were reading? There is some kind in the commentary. It's in the chanting itself, in the sutta itself, it's not mentioned. It's some nice story. Maybe I will add something. Share. If not. Okay. Good. You see, it's sharing. Anyone can tell me?
Yes, sharing. Ajarn.
You can see my screen.
I can see the map.
You can see the map. Everybody see the map, huh? Okay. I'll make it a little bit bigger. We are talking about, you see Rajgir? This Rajgaha. The Buddha stayed. In our story, Buddha stayed here. Something happened in Vasali. Okay, you can see everybody follow what, because you can see my arrow moving. If you don't know if operated correctly.
אג'רן, קשה לשמוע אותך.
Okay. Now you can hear me?
Yes, better.
Now you hear me?
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay. Okay, now you can see the map, huh? You can see the arrow when I'm moving the arrow.
כן, רואים.
You can see, okay, wonderful. So you see this is Rajgir, okay, and this is Vasali. The distance between Vasali and Rajgir, it's 130 kilometers. This river, big river, it's the Ganges River. Okay, this is the Ganges River. So the Buddha is staying here, and our story is going to be here in Vasali. Now I will take down the map. Okay. 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 So now I come back to you, huh? The map go away and I come back to you, yeah? No, finished. Now, okay, that's right. Now you see me, huh? The map you don't see anymore. Okay. No, that's finished. Okay. So, like I show you that the Buddha, he stay in Rajgir, okay, in the Balaban. This is the king Bindisara. It was this area, the king Bindisara was controlling this area. This is the lower part of the Ganges. It's the area of Rajgir, and the king Bindisara offered the Buddha land, which is called Balaban. It means bamboo grove. Okay, it's a land with a bamboo. So this was the first one, the first monastery that the Buddha actually got. So at that time, the Buddha stayed there. And then what happened is in the Vasali was the capital city of you see it's on the top upper of the Ganges, like I show you. This area was people named Luchabi, the Luchabi people. And what happened is that in the Luchabi country, it was maybe no rain. Because no rain, all the food, all this, no grow, okay? All the crops, everything destroyed, fell down. There is no rice, there is no, I don't know, maybe soybeans, maybe whatever they grow. Everything fell down, everything was not successful. So people know food to eat, okay? In the Chabi, like I said, Vasali was the capital at the time. And actually, it was a very successful country. But what happened is that in this time, this year, maybe no rain, too hot, and no food for people to eat. So people start to starve. Slowly, they start to die. Okay? Like I said, this city was very rich, people very educated, very high level, high standard of country. But suddenly people, mostly the poor people also, start to die. And more people die. People die. Then what happened? The body of the people start to get rotten, decay, and became stinky, okay? And then plague come up. Yeah, like start to be sickness. People more and more start to die because of the sickness. So a lot of dead people around. Yeah, maybe now you can see, I don't know, because of the COVID, many people in South America, or I don't know, maybe in India also now, a little bit same situation. So more and more people die. And what happened then? That some kind of, let's say, sentient beings, which like very much, like the monsters or things like this, okay, like goblins, you say, they start to come more and more. And control the city became very terrible place to stay. People cannot take it. Something like it was 3 disasters, okay? One disaster, like I said, it was famine. People, they don't have to eat, what to eat, okay? So this is the first thing. Second, people die, so plague comes to be. something like many became a lot of dead people around. So this is second thing. And then third things, all these sentient beings, or let's say difficult bad animals or something like this, start to come to the country. So the Luchavi people, they are very good people. They don't know what to do. They're thinking, what should we do? And then they thought, there is one very clever man, very spiritual man, let's say. He's staying now in the area of the king Bimbisara, yeah? The Buddha. Maybe we should go and ask his advice, his help. So they send a messenger from Basali to, I say it's 130 kilometers. Yeah, they cross the river Ganges, and then they come to the bamboo grove. They ask the Buddha, please, can you come to help us? So the Buddha said, you see, I'm staying here. This is the land of this is the monastery given me by the king, Bimbisara. So if you want me to come, you have first to go to ask permission from the king. So the people, they go to ask permission from the king Bimbisara. The king Bimbisara was a very good king. He was really great man. So he said, of course. So he controlled all the area till the Ganges. So he prepared the road so the Buddha can walk all the way, yeah, with a group of monks, all the way till the Ganges. From the Ganges, he crossed the Ganges. Then this was the territory of the Luchavi. So the Luchavi people, they have to arrange the place all the way from the Ganges, from Pataliputra. This is the city that nearby the Ganges, and then after the Buddha crossed, all the rest of the way from the area of the Ganges till Basali, this is the people of the Luchavi, they take care of it. So the Buddha, he go all the way, and then he come to Basali. He come to the gate of the city. And when he came to the Basali, to the gate of the Basali city, he stopped and stand there nearby the gate, and the Buddha take his alms bowl and he give to Ananda. And then he say, Ananda, please fill this alms bowl with water. And then the Buddha, he teach him the Ratana-sutta. In the Ratana-sutta, actually, the Buddha, he talk about the quality of the Buddha, quality of the Dharma, and quality of the Sangha. And because of this great quality, it's very difficult to find around the world. So that's why the Buddha called them Ratana, treasure, because treasure is something that is very, very difficult to find. So the Buddha compare the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha like treasure that it's more difficult to find than any other treasure around the world. Even in the stars, even for the angels, the diamonds, you cannot find this kind of treasure. It's very rare and very, very important, okay, qualified, with many qualities, but also very rare to find. So that's why the Buddha compare it to the diamond. So when the Buddha, like what the Buddha said to Ananda, you take the alms bowl, fill it with water, you chant the Ratana-sutta. I'm going to, this is what we chant today, and I will go to explain you about it, okay? So you chant it, you walk around the city, and you spread the water, you make splits all over, okay? Spread the water all over when you are chanting this. When you finish, you come to the middle of the city. I'm going to stay there with the monk and the people. And you finish your round with the chanting, the Buddha. Ananda have great memory, so it's easy for him to remember. So the Buddha teach him the Ratana-sutta, and then Ananda go and spread the water all over the city and chant the Ratana-sutta. And in the same time, the Buddha go and stay there. They wait for Ananda to come. So because it's happened that all this event, okay, all this, let's say, the people come, and, like I said, Luchavi, there was very good people, and Basali was very, very good place. So a lot of angels start to come. there is the king of the angels called Saka. So Saka come with a group of many angels to listen to the Dharma talk. They know that the Buddha is going to give Dharma talk. So they come and surrounded all the city. So it's happened that the Buddha sitting with a group of the monk and a lot of angels around in the city, and they're waiting for Ananda. In the moment that Ananda came, yeah, the Buddha starting to chant by himself the Ratana-sutta. And what a Buddha actually making is making determination for truth. In the Buddhism, to make a determination it's true of truth, it's very important. We are using the purity, okay? The purity of the mind. And how much people they are more pure, this is their more power in there when they are making determination. Say, oh, by this truth that I say, may this and this will happen. Okay? They make a wish. They speak something true and they make a wish. And the Buddha said that if someone making like this determination, it's very powerful. Okay? And then it can help. And in the same times, the Buddha something like sending loving kindness. And now when the Buddha is starting to make the Ratana-sutta, the Buddha don't speak it directly to the human being. Because this is the moment the human being there need the help. They are the ones that need help. The Buddha actually speak the Ratana-sutta and he's talking to the Deva, to the angels. And it starts first, the first version, the Buddha invite all Deva to come and to listen to his chanting, okay? And the Buddha invite all the Deva to spread loving kindness to the people, okay? This is in the origin sutta. It's starting with two versions, but here it's not. There is no in our book it's not mentioned, but in the origin book sutta, the first one, the Buddha say to the human being, because the human being is helping you. Okay, so first verse, the Buddha invites them to come to listen to the Dharma, to what is going to chant. The second verse, the Buddha said to them, to the angels, human beings, they're helping you a lot. Human beings sending merit. They're making some, in Thailand and Burma and this, they make a shrine and they put food for the angels. And they're asking for the angels to come to something like to show respect to the angels. Yeah. So the people which believe they're doing different ritual like this, but not only this. Normally the people in the Buddhism teach the people when you are finishing, for example, meditation or whatever, send merit. Send merit not only human beings, send merit also to the all the sentient beings around the world, also the angels. So in this case, the Buddha said to the angels, human beings, they are thinking about you, they are spreading a lot of merit to you. Now it's your time to help them also. So we ask the angels to send the loving kindness to the human being in this case. So it will be, even the Buddha has the power, and the Buddha is going to make his own chanting, okay, and his own resolution for truth, his own determination of truth. He also asking from the Deva to give help to the human being. So all the city of Vasali will be clarifying more. So, and then the Buddha start to give his, start to say the Ratana-sutta. He start to talk about the quality of the Buddha, quality of the Dharma, and quality of the Sangha. When the Buddha actually finished this kind of chanting, what happened is that all the monsters, all the demons, all the goblins, bad spirits, they went away. The people cleaned the city, and then the city became pure back and successful. And then after all these things, Vasali became very, very, I would say, like very important Buddhist city. Okay, So let's see if I didn't forget any things before I'm starting. Okay. Now you see how strong is determination of the truth for the Buddha, because the Buddha have a lot of quality. He built a lot. To be Buddha, you have to build a lot. You have to build 10 perfections. So many reincarnations, he built again and again and again qualities. So now when the Buddha he make this chanting and resolution for truth, it's very powerful. Okay? Now the Buddha starts, like I said, altogether it's 14 verses, 14 way how the Buddha explained the quality of Buddha, quality of Dharma, and quality of Sangha. So start the first one. The Buddha embrace or talk about the quality of the Buddha himself. The Buddha say that the Buddha himself is so pure. He have a lot of many qualities that even you take, and very difficult to find them. Many people won't wish to know to find them, but it's very rare to find. Okay, even like a Buddha give comparing to in the angel world. Okay, for the Deva there is also diamond, and people if they dig in the ground they find a lot of diamonds. And he said, okay, it's very difficult to find the diamond. And also in the heaven, it's very difficult to find the diamond. Because like I said, it's a lot of quality to the diamond, but rare to find. But compared to all these things, to find diamond like the Buddha, it's much more difficult around the world. So this is how the Buddha started. This is the first quality that he said. And then the Buddha said, that by this truth that I say, may they all will be safety. You see, he's using every sentence we finish. Yeah, he finish etena sacha wachena sutite auto. Okay, it means that may they all will be safety. All the people of Vasali will be safety by this right speech that I'm saying. So the first one, the first quality that Buddha said, it's the quality of the Buddha. I said he compared it to the diamond, which is very difficult to find. Now the Buddha using one word. He used the word Tathagata. Okay, I want to explain the word Tathagata. Tathagata actually is very difficult words. It's very deep. It's built by Tata. You have two different ways how to look at it. One word is to say Tata and Gata. Another way to look at it is Tata Agata. And what means Tata? Tata, it means like this, in this way. Okay? Gata, it's go. It means it go in this way. Yeah? And the other one is Agata, which come. It means in this way he came. Okay, what the meaning of he come? Or this is the one that he come by these qualities. For example, he builds 10 qualities, okay, 10 perfections. He keep the sila precept, okay, concentrations, very high concentrations, wisdom, great wisdom. It means he became Buddha because he built all these qualities. So this is one way to explain about the mean Tata Agata. It means in this way he came with all these qualities. Now another way to explain Tathagata, it's Tata and Gata. It means in this way you go. What mean in this way you go? In this way you go to Nirvana. Okay. Another in this way you go, that is he know everything. Okay, he's enlightened to everything. He aware to everything. Another meaning is that everything that you can see, you can hear, you can smell, everything that you receive from the six sense doors, you actually know exactly how is it. Another meaning for the Tathagata, in the moment that he gets enlightened, till the moment that actually he get to parinirvana, to the last day that he died, whatever he say, it's exactly like it happened. This is the quality of enlightened person. Enlightened person, it's not about telling lies. When you say telling the truth, it's not mean telling the truth that is not telling lie or wrong. It means that whatever he say, it's exactly going like nature. He cannot, if it's not will be, maybe he will not say it. But if he say it, it must be became. Okay? Another meaning is that all his actions exactly like he talk. If he talk something, I will do this and this, it means that he will do it. It cannot be accident that suddenly will not happen. Okay? And whatever he do, yeah, he will express it. How will he express it? It's go together. Okay? Fitting together. As a one actions and speech is going together. And the last meaning is that he is the winner of the world. Okay? He win, it means he win all the ignorant. So all these things, Buddha uses it as a Tathagata in this case. So this is why I mean diamond, why the Buddha is actually diamond. So this is the first verses. And then the Buddha say, by this truth that I say, may they all will be happy, safety. Okay? He spread it directly to the recovery or fixing the city of Vasali. He says something which is very, very difficult to understand and something which is very pure inside himself and true in the true way. So in this way, he directed as something like power of good energy to the city of Vasali, that it will help them to recover and to fix the city. So this is the first verse. Another verse, the second one, the Buddha talked now about the diamond of the Dharma. In which way the Buddha talked about the diamond of the Dharma? He referred to Nirvana itself. Yeah? And what he say about Nirvana, why the Dharma is a diamond according to Nirvana? Because in the moment that people are getting Nirvana, they cut totally the craving. They cut totally the greed, anger, delusion. They purify the mind, okay? They're destroying the greed, anger, delusion from the mind. So this is one meaning about why the Nirvana is the diamond. Another thing, the patient, the craving, destroy totally, okay? Like fade away. You cannot find anymore with someone like this any patient, any desire for something. This is the second thing. The third meaning, why is Nirvana is diamond? The Dharma is the diamond from the point of view of Nirvana, is that Nirvana is without any dead. Is dead. Someone that reach enlightenment is not dying, is above the dying. We have birth, aging, sickness, and die. But Nirvana is out of the samsara. So there is no any dying with this. And the fourth meaning is that Nirvana is excellent, supreme. It means everybody looking for Nirvana. No, the people, they don't, and it exists all the time. Even the Buddha is not exists. Nirvana it still exists, but nobody, very difficult to find it. Only the Buddha himself find it. Okay, so this is the highest happiness, the best things. So the Buddha called it excellent, okay, or supreme. But only the Buddha himself can find it with his concentration, what's called the Eightfold Path concentration, the middle way, okay? By his knowledge about the Four Noble Truths. So this is the second verses. The second verses, the Buddha refer, like I said, to the diamond of the Dharma according to Nirvana. Now we are coming to the third verses. Again, the Buddha talking about the Dharma. But the Buddha talk about the way itself, which is the Eightfold Path. Okay? The Buddha talk about this as a concentration. We talk about Dharma on the way, which is the concentration, is the highest concentration. Why the higher concentration? Because all the other concentrations, they are concentrations which bring in the jhana, and they are still in the mundane. They can take you for maybe angel's word or, okay, some kind of, but all of them, they were reborn again. The people were reborn again. But in the case of the concentrations, which is built by the Eightfold Path, it's a super mundane. It's a right concentration. It's momentary concentration, which bring you into total cleaning the mind from the greed, anger, delusion, and getting out from the samsara. So the Buddha talk about the Dharma as a diamond, but you see, before we talk about the Buddha talk about the diamond of the Dharma according to the enlightened situations, Nirvana itself. Now again, the Buddha talk about the Dharma, but he's talking about the way to achieve Nirvana, which is the Eightfold Path, and he said that this is the highest concentration that exists. Now we coming to the next verses. Next verses, the Buddha talk about the Sangha. Okay, he talk about the Sangha, and he talk about the Sangha as a diamond, because he talk about the Ariya Sangha. Ariya Sangha, it means we have Sotapan, Sakatakami, Anagami, and Arahant. Okay, we have people which is cut the Sotapan, cutting this is the first stage. Okay, he cut the doubt about Buddha Dhamma Sangha. He cut the believe on ritual, and some, if I have to dance around, I don't know, statue, or I do some ritual, special ritual, I will get enlightened. But the Buddha said you have to do good, don't make bad, and clean your mind. The Eightfold Path is the way, and not any ritual or whatever you do, some kind of dancing, standing on one leg, or do some kind of exercise, or worshiping some things. No, you have to clean your mind, you have to do good, not to do bad, and to clean your mind. And if people believe on different kind of like this, so this will not take them. So Sotapan, he understands that the way I have to, if I want to purify myself, I have to work on myself, do good, not do bad, and clean the mind. Okay, and no other ritual can help you, like the Eightfold Path. So this is another things that the Sotapan cut. And the third things, he called what we call in Pali, Sakaya Ditti, believe on the self. Then people believe this is my end, okay? This is my thinking. But we say everything is impermanent, changing. This is non-self. They are coming and going, changing by themselves as conditions, okay? So the Sotapan understand it fully, the idea of this. And also Sotapan cutting for greed and anger, let's say 50% for this. So this is the first step. Second is Sakatakami, which is more pure, cutting more the greed and anger. And then the Anagami, which is cut totally greed and anger. And then you come to the last step, which is Arahant. Arahant, cutting all the greed, all the anger, and all the delusion from the mind. So you have Ariya, they call it Ariya, it means noble people, okay? which is very pure. And the Buddha talk about the Arya Sangha as a diamond. And the Buddha speak about 4 pairs and 8 kind of people. What are the 4 pairs? You have Sotapan, Sakadagami, Anagami, and Arahant, what I explained. But every one of them, you have one that reached to this and one is already there. One is where Makapala. So altogether we get 8. Okay? Maka, it means when someone before just entering to the Sotapan. And then you have the Sotapan. And you have entering into Sakadagami. And then it became Sakadagami. And then you have entering Anagami and became Anagami. And then entering Arahant and became Arahant. So you have 4 pairs. This is Sotapan. Coming into and became. Coming into, became. Coming into, became. So we all together 4 pairs, but 8 kind of people totally. So the Buddha talk about this kind of 8 or 4 pairs of 8 people, which is very, very pure. And if someone give them offering anything, this offering will be very, very powerful. You can get a lot of, let's say, merit back when you offer to them. So that's why the Buddha compare, he talk about the Sangha as a diamond, but he talk about the 4 kind of Arya Sangha. Okay? So this is the next verses, and now we are coming again to the next one. This is now we are already on the 7 verses, and we talk again about the Sangha. But now the Buddha talk about for the Sangha, for the enlightened people. The enlightened people. Before we talk about all the kind of Arya Sangha. Now we are talking about the Arya Sangha, the enlightened people as a diamond. And the Buddha said that the enlightened people are already actually complete the way. Nothing for them to do anymore. The pure totally. They work all the way the teaching of the Buddha. Okay, what the Buddha teach them, and they complete. They use all the effort, and they finish to complete the way that the Buddha teach them. They reach to the situation without any greed anymore. No patience, okay, no any greed anymore. They reach to the highest way that people can reach. They will not die. There is no dying anymore for them. They are totally free. When they die, they go to Nirvana. It means they will not return anymore to the samsara. And nothing can buy these kind of things. It's not possible to buy it. It's no value for money to buy such things like this. And they can reach to Pala Sampati. Pala Sampati, it means they can, whenever they want, they can sit meditation. The mind can be in the peaceful of Nirvana. We call it the fruit of the meditation of enlightened person. We call it Pala Sampati. Okay, this is now, like I said, this was the 7 verses, and this is talk about the diamond according to the Sangha. The Buddha talk about the Sangha as a diamond, but he talk about the enlightened people. Now the Buddha continue to the next verses. This now we are coming to the 8 verses, and the Buddha talk about again the Sangha as a diamond. But in this case, the Buddha talk about the Sotapan. The Sotapan is the first, like I said, they're cutting the 3 fetters. The first 3 fetters, they cut the belief on the self, they cut the ritual about belief on ritual, and doubt about Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Why they can't doubt about Buddha Dhamma Sangha? Because they experience by themselves. If they experience by themselves, they know by themselves as an insight. It's not something that you can read or you learn. And because of this, the Buddha compared them to the pillar. In the city, there is in the city, in the gate, when you enter to the city, there is a gate. And there is a big, big pillar holding the gate. Because if people want to go into the city, if they want to make a war or something, this is the gate, very easy to open. So normally the city will build there very, very strong pillar to hold the gate. And this gate, they call it Indra. Indra, it's the god, one of the gods. This is the name of this pillar. So the Buddha said that the same like in the pillar, this pillar, this wood, steady, so strong on the ground, and nothing can shake it. Okay? In the same way, the Sotapan is steady on the way on the Buddhism. Nothing can change their mind. When they know, they know. So the Sotapan, in the moment that he reaches to Sotapan, he will not lose his confidence on the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So the Buddha compared the Sotapan as someone that is very steady on his way. He knows the way to Nirvana. It's just a matter of time how long he gets to Nirvana. So actually Sotapan is just the beginner, the first one. And then like it says, Sakatagami, Anagami, and Ajarn. It's like one complete the way, but already the Sotapan themselves, nothing can shake them. They have full confidence on Buddha Dhamma Sangha. That's why they cut the doubt. And then because of this, the Buddha say that they are, he compared them as a diamond, which is very difficult. Normally people, if they know, think about Buddhism, it's very logic, but if they don't experience by themselves, and if they don't know by themselves the Four Noble Truths, maybe something will happen to the mind, to the life, maybe some difficulty in the life, and then they leave the Buddhism. They tried another direction to think maybe there is another teaching or another way. But the Sotapan, nothing can move him. He knows the direction, and it's just a matter of time when actually he gets it. Good. Now we are coming to the verses number 9. Verses number 9, the Buddha again talk about the Sotapan. But I want to explain the Sotapan, it depends which quality he make in the past, he became Sotapan. But it depends on the quality. Some of them, they will have, anyway that they reach enlightened, all of them. If they have strong quality, they have this life, or even only next life. It means one time they can reincarnate before they get enlightened, before they become enlightened. There is another, it's a little bit less in a power or pure, okay, or let's say not pure, faculties, okay? They can reincarnate another 3 lives before they become enlightened. And the most slowlier one, it's the one that maximum 7 reincarnations. He get enlightened. You think normally we are as a people, we are infinity, a lot of time. There is a birth, aging, sickness, and die, birth. In the samsara, we are running, a lot, thousands, millions, and billions of reincarnations. But the Sotapan, even the slowlier one, have only 7 lives. So the Buddha talked about these 7 lives, Sotapan. He said, even them, that they are actually the most slowlier on the way to enlighten, even them I can say that they are like a diamond, very difficult to find. It means the Buddha say, encourage us, try to practice at least you can reach to the Sotapan. So your way is surely for you don't lose the way, the track to enlighten. So the Buddha say, even this one that you Sotapan, but it's slowly a Sotapan, which is 7 life. Still, I can tell that he is like a diamond, which is very difficult to find. They are actually, they are not anymore in delusion. They are not living in delusion like normally. Now we come to the verses number 10. The Buddha talk about what happened to the Sotapan when he reached. He talked about the diamond of the Sangha, okay? And again he referred to the Sotapan himself. But in which way the Buddha talking about the Sotapan and refer to the Sotapan? By the change that he changed in his mind. What happened to him? Like I said. And what the Buddha explained that happened to him, actually I repeat it again, I just talked about this before. He said the first one, he cut totally the belief on the self. Normally we believe this is I am the end, I am the thinking, I am the I'm worried, okay, I'm doubting, I'm craving, okay, I have loving kindness. But the Sotapan cutting, he understands this is just conditions that raising up and falling. It's not I, it's not me. If I can control it, I could be young man now, but actually I cannot control it 100%. So the Sotapan cutting this idea, it's called Sakaya Ditti, it's believe on the self. Holding the body, it's my, holding the thinking, holding. So this is what the Buddha said here about the Sotapan as a diamond. He explained what happened to the Sotapan when he became Sotapan. So I say the first thing is cutting the belief on the self. Second, cutting the doubt. But it's not talking about doubt, which university I should learn, or where I should buy my house, or should I marry this man or not. It's talking about doubt about Buddha Dhamma Sangha. That this can help me to be free from suffering. Okay? So Sotapan experience it. So that's why we know that this must be exist. And if he is doing it, so others also can do it. It means there is a Sangha. And if like this way exists and I reach something, so it means someone must find it before. It means Buddha also must be exist. So that's why by his own insight, he don't have doubt anymore about Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Then, like I said before, Sotapan cutting the belief on their rituals. You know, the Eightfold Path is the only way to do it. There is no other ways to do it. Okay. And then the fourth, there is one more thing that, okay, the four things. Sotapan after die, he will never be able to fall into the lower, like he cannot go to the world, be animals anymore. Sotapan cannot reborn again as a hungry ghost. He cannot reborn as in the hell. He cannot reborn in the low stage anymore. He will be human being and angels, or either human being, either angels, till he get enlightened totally. Okay. And one more thing that Sotapan is happened to him. Sotapan, there is 6 things that he cannot do. Sotapan will never be able to kill his father. Sotapan will never be able to kill his mother. Sotapan cannot injure the Buddha. Buddha you cannot kill. No possible to kill Buddha. It's a character of Buddha that nobody can kill them. But you can injure them. Yes, and like his cousin, he threw the stones and hurt the Buddha with the legs, in the legs, but he will never be able to kill him. So the Sotapan, he will never try to do it. Okay. Also, he cannot kill enlightened person. Okay. The Sotapan will never be able to separate between the Sangha. He cannot go to the monks and separate between them. He will not be able to do it. It's in his own characteristics already. These things will never be able to. He will never be able to do it. Okay. to separate between the Sangha, to break between the Sangha. And the last things that Sotapan will never be able is to go to another teacher beside the Buddha. You go to, I don't know, Yogi Babi in India and say, no, this is not for me. You go to, I don't know, other yogi, whatever, or another shaman or another teachers. He say, no, the Buddha is the only way to do. Okay, even the Buddha is not alive, but he knows that the Dharma is the way that the Buddha showed, so he will follow this way, because he already knows the way. But he will never go to another teacher besides Buddha. Okay? So this quality is the Sotapan's quality or change of the Sotapan, and the Buddha used this kind of enter the way, we call it. Okay, Sotapan means enter the way. And the Buddha used this quality to express the diamond of the Sangha due to the Sotapan characteristics, or what changing the Sotapan, or what changing the enter the way. And this is what's the verse number 10. Now we go to verse number 11. He talk again about precept. Be afraid to break precept. You know, whatever I do by thinking, speaking, and acting, it will harm me if I do it in the wrong way. So the Sotapan, he afraid very much to break precept. But sometime out of habit, okay, because of habit, he might make something wrong, but not fully intention. It will slip out for him. So what he will do actually, the Sotapan, he will go and he will take it out. He will speak it to other person. That's why the Buddha also give the chance to the monks to go to each other and confess. The monks, they can go to each other, they're prostrating, they say, oh, I did it, this and this and this. So the other monks say, please acknowledge it. Be careful, next time don't do it. So even if Sotapan will do something foolish or some break any other precept somehow, he will have to confess it. He will have to go and to share it with others. He cannot hide it. Sometimes people, they might do something. And not only this, they're wishing that nobody will know. They're wishing, I wish that nobody know that I make the wrong things. I did. Okay, I keep it to myself. Anyway, nobody will know. But sometimes something will disturb him. He will feel painful inside. So he will go and even try to speak it out, to correct it, to adjust it, to apologize or whatever. But also he will come and confess to others. Okay. Now we come to 12. Okay, 12. We have in the 12th, the Buddha talked about the diamond of the Buddha. Okay, the Buddha compare the diamond, the Buddha compared the quality of the Buddha like a tree. There is a beautiful tree in India that when is the flower coming up, suddenly the flowers coming up. In the moment that they are coming up, they coming with a lot of different colors. Okay, so the Buddha said that in the same way, the Buddha himself has so many different good characteristics that it's like a beautiful flowers in this tree. Yeah. For example, the Buddha keep the precept. The Buddha he keep the purity of the mind, concentrations. Okay. The wisdom of the Buddha, the loving kindness of the Buddha. Yeah. So the Buddha, he reached to the full enlightened, he find it by himself. So the Buddha compare these so many qualities parami, the paramita, the perfections that he mean for so many reincarnations, 10 perfections. So the Buddha compared these so many characteristics that he have to the flowers on this tree, the tree that giving so many different beautiful flowers. So the same like the Buddha, okay? So, like I said, in 12, the Buddha talk about the diamond of the Buddha, and every time that he finished to say the quality of the Buddha, the quality of the Sangha, quality of the Dharma, the Buddha again repeat the sentence, by this true may they will be safety. By this true may they be happy, okay? Something, he extend this trueness or right speech directions to purify the city of Vasavi. Now we are coming to 13, verses number 13. I say altogether there is a blessing 14, so we have another 2. Again, the Buddha using the Buddha himself as a diamond. And the Buddha play game with the words. Okay, he play with one word. He used one word, which is the excellent. And the Buddha say, the Buddha is the excellent. The Buddha knowing the excellent. The Buddha giving the excellent. And the Buddha bringing the excellent. Okay, so the Buddha is the excellent because he have a lot of quality, like I said. We have the sila, samadhi, panya, which means the purity of the mind. Yeah, samadhi is the concentration, very high concentration and very high wisdom. Okay, you have compassion. So that's why he called himself, he's the excellent. He knowing the excellent. What is this knowing of the excellent? Is Nirvana. We know Nirvana, you know how to get into Nirvana, how to reach peace. The Buddha is giving the excellent. Okay? It means the Buddha is teaching Nirvana. It's not only keeping to himself. Okay? It's giving the Dharma. So he found the Dharma, but he also giving the Dharma, which is excellent. And the Buddha is bringing the excellent. Why the Buddha is bringing excellent? Because the Buddha is the only one which have the quality to teach everybody that is suitable to teach. Anyone that is suitable to teach him, the Buddha know how to teach him. Even Bodhisattva. Okay, we are talking about Mahayana, the Bodhisattva, people that have the intention to be Buddha in the future, the Buddha also give them instruction. So you know in different way how to teach children, how to teach kings, how to teach people from other sects, coming from different kind of religion. You know how to change them, how to help them to come, to open the heart to the Dharma. So that's why the Buddha said, he's bringing the excellence. Okay, so the Buddha he talk about the quality of the diamond, okay, of the Buddha, these 3 faces. Yeah, he's the excellent, he know the excellent, which is Nirvana, and how to go there. He giving the Dharma, the excellent Dharma, and he bringing the excellent, which he know how to teach the Dharma. The Ananda say 84,000 teaching after the Dharma. Okay, but we are not capable to teach everybody. Sometimes people coming like this, people are maybe in the kindergarten. Okay, the woman there, she knows better than us how to teach the children. Okay, sometimes it's too difficult. If I teach them my postration, holding, sitting, all this thing, it will be too difficult for them. Maybe the teacher there, okay, she will know how to do it. Maybe university, maybe other places. So different teachers, different way how to adjust. And then we come to verses number 14. The Buddha, he talk again about the Sangha, the diamond of the Sangha. In this case, the Buddha talk about the enlightened people. But he's not talking directly to the enlightened people. He's talking about Nirvana that they achieve, the quality of Nirvana they achieve. He say they achieve the enlightened people, okay, which is the Sangha. They achieve Nirvana, which is Nirvana, everything destroyed. What mean everything destroyed? All the karma destroyed. After the enlightened person reaching enlightened, nothing, even if he have to pay or whatever, he's not producing any more karma. After he's died, normally the karma is something that pushes us to the next life. But for enlightened person, it's not relevant anymore. Even if he have to die, someone have to kill him, it will not take any effect, anything to the next life. It just after this body will decay, in the moment that the person is enlightened, he's going to fully enlighten without any remain. Nothing will stay anymore. So the Buddha said that he compared Nirvana like everything finished, everything destroyed. Okay? He don't have any reason for another rebirth. Why? Because normally we have reason, like I said, one of them is the karma, another way is the influences. But he cleaned the influences, he cleaned the attachment, the craving. When he cleaned the craving, there is no any, after the dying, there is no any craving for new rebirth. So the Buddha talk about the Nirvana as no reason for anymore for rebirth. Again, the Buddha said they destroyed the seeds of the karma. They're pushing us from one life to another life. There is no any more attachment. There is no any more craving. This is like to turn off the fire of the ignorance. This is the last sentence that the Buddha said. It's like that, because Nirvana, Niroda, it's the same words like you turn off candle. When you blow off, this is Nirvana, this is Niroda. And what happened in this moment, they say, in the story, that it was just one candle burning there. So in the moment that the Buddha, he speak this sentence, immediately the candle, boom, turn off. So that's why, I don't know if anyone know how we are doing the monk, the Buddhist monk, we are using this kind of idea. When people ask us to bless houses, to bless this place, whatever, there is any occasion, maybe someone buy restaurant or they buy new house or they want to make some place, maybe temple. So they invite the monk, and the monk taking bowls or some plate, something, they put the water inside and they use a candle and they're giving the blessing, different kind of parita, different kind of blessing, protections, chanting. The monks are making chanting and they're using a candle. And at the end of the chanting, the monk taking the candles and makes turn off the candles. So this is presenting this occasion what we are chanting just now. The Bodkhat-ratana-sutta is the same. We are doing the same like the Buddha said to Vasali. Okay? So the monk, they're using the candles and then they turn, at the end of the chanting, they turn it off. Okay? So this is the 14 verses actually. Like I said, the last one, it was that the Buddha, he talk about the diamond of the Sangha according to the enlightened people, but he don't talk about the enlightened, he talk about the quality of the Nirvana that the enlightened people achieve. So this is the last verses, and then in this moment, like I said, the Buddha say that they are turning off the ignorance, like the fire, and then the fire turn off, because it's the same way, the same words. Okay, this is the same words of Nirvana. Okay, now the Buddha finishes chanting, spreading his loving kindness and compassion. Okay, finishes talk to the angels. But what happened is that actually, like I said, the Buddha gave instructions in the very beginning to the angels, please help to the human being. Please send your loving kindness to the human being. So I told you that in the very beginning, when the Buddha was just sitting there in the middle of the city of Vasali, and they wait for Ananda to come after Ananda go on the street and make this chanting on the street and spread the water, they wait for Ananda. But in this time, not only people come to listen, also angels come. And anyway, because of this, the Buddha will talk to them. And in the head of all these angels, it was the Saka, the king of all the angels. So now when the Buddha finished his words, Saka himself continued. He said the last 3 verses. Yani, Dabutani, Samakatani. This is the last 3 verses. Actually, it's not from the Buddha. It's from Saka himself. Yani, Dabutani, Samakatani, Durmani, Vayani. And what the Saka said to the Deva, the king of Deva, he asking from all the angels to salute to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And he said that the same, the same like the Buddha, he used the speech of the Buddha, and he said something like he brace up the speech, what the Buddha said, and he said by this way they will be secure and safety. Okay, it means this way. It means what in the way that the Buddha, the purity of the Buddha speak. Okay, let these words will be as a protecting to all the city of Vasali. And he asked something like the Deva also to share. Even he's a king of the Deva, so he give example. And he asked the other Deva also to use it. Okay? And the Asaka all the time using the Tathagata. In the very beginning, he said, Tathagata Deva Mano Sapuchitam Buddha Namasama. It means the same like the Buddha present there, he used the word Tathagata, and that's gone. But the Buddha, the Saka used in this way, the same like the Buddha presents the Buddha as a diamond. And then he said the same thing. Okay, Tathagatam, Deva Mano Sapuchitam, Dhamma Namasama. It means the same like the Buddha present in this way the Dharma. And then he said the same things, the last sentence, Tathagatam, Deva Mano Sapuchitam, Sangha Namasama. It means in the same way that the Buddha expressed or talk about the Sangha, okay? In the way that the Buddha, let all the people in Vasali be happy and secure, okay? And after this, because of the power of the Buddha, all the goblins, all the bad spirit, they left the village, the city. Okay, like I said, it was actually the capital of all the Luchavi. So they all left the city, and then the people cleaned the street, and then Vasali became again prosperity city. Okay, important city in the Buddhism. So this is actually talk about the Ratana-sutta. Now, if you will see in the page 44. In the 26th bracket, the last part of it's in mention about what I spoke in the commentary, that the Buddha come with Ananda and he asked Ananda to spread the water, and the angels come from many thousands of places to listen to the Dhammatalk. Okay, this is mentioned in the first and the 26th in the bracket. The Ratana-sutta itself, it's the chanting of what the Buddha speak about Buddha Dhamma Sangha. It's in 27, but it's only 6 verses. The origin, like I explained you just now, it's 14 verses. Okay, in the origin sutta. Maybe they use it as a short part because it's a chanting book, so they don't put all the verses. This form jumped on, there is only 6 of them. Good. Anyone have questions?
Ofer, but maybe I mistake, but was not supposed to be raining after that?
No, it's not mentioned about raining, but to grow up the food and this, it should be, yeah, later. But they don't mention here anything. They just talk about this, that Basali became pure again. But he's not talking about this, that rain come and all the food come back again to grow up, and rice and all the crops and stuff. Became again. But in the Sutta itself, it's mentioned about this, that the city became pure again, clean again.
So this is connected with the chanting that Ajarn spread the water on people?
Yeah. This is actually, three main we do normally in this chanting when we make the water. We use mainly three chanting mainly. This is the Ratana-sutta, it's one of them. We do the Kalaniya-metta-sutta, which will come after. Okay, we will talk about this next week, about Kalaniya-metta-sutta again. And before this, there is the chanting of Mangala-sutta. Last week we talked about Mangala-sutta. So this is 3 of them, but we add some more. But normally when the monks doing the water, the holy water, they use these 3 of them. We add more, okay? Nakitipiso, like maybe Bujonga, 7 text of enlightenment, Mugalana, and Angulimala Sutta, okay? So we do more verses. But these 3 of them, normally we do it when we do the holy water. And this is the reason how we use the candles, and at the end we just turn off the candle. Please, anyone want to ask something? So we just pay respect to the Buddha again.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Aham Sama Sambuddho Bhagava Bhutan Bhagavantan Apivaten Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhamman Namasahami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sankho Sankhan Namami. Thank you very much. Good night.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, Bante.
Bye-bye. Next week, I think Monday, I'm not sure. Probably you get from the Ofer a message. I don't remember exactly next week when is the Buddha Day. I think Monday, but I'm not sure exactly.
Das ist okay. Ja.